All right, welcome back. Another episode of the Rough Rigs podcast.
It certainly is. We're here.
Been a big week of rugby league.
It has.
I've quite enjoyed the games. They've been interesting. They've ebbed and flowed throughout.
Yeah,
There's been a
some
lot of
big results.
games where one team looked pretty good and then it just completely changed.
Came back. Yep, I agree.
Been an entertaining week.
Lots going on too.
Lots going on.
Our best mate Bairstow, he's found a way to get out, run out as per fucking usual.
Stay in your crease, mate.
We've got F1. We've got drink of the week. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it, eh? Been a busy weekend for you.
For everyone.
For
really.
everyone.
You were there.
I was there.
And we had the engagement party. So thanks to everyone that came. Brilliant night. I may have vomited half my body weight at about 3 a.m. that morning.
Well, that's always a good sign of a good night.
Yeah, so that was not enjoyable. You know how you do the old look in the mirror and just go, why the fuck have I done this?
I thought I was pretty good. I didn't feel too bad.
You're a beer man. See, I was switching and swapping. Not good. Not smart.
So once you start switching, you get yourself into a bit of trouble.
Well, me and the cousin Dylan, we got into our work a bit earlier before the party started. We were getting into the Captain Morgan and vanilla Coke. We polished that bottle off and then whatever I could describe.
Yeah.
Really. So hard rateds, fucking Bilsons, fucking
mate.
Bit of this, bit of that.
The hard solos, whatever you want to call them.
However you want to call them.
I'm very much a hard solo kind of person.
Fuck, they're good, eh?
I'm not buying into this new hard rated shit.
Have we tried it on the podcast yet? We probably should just do it as a.
They're just too easy to drink.
Bro, it's so nice.
They're very dangerous.
Yeah,
especially on a hot day.
Yeah,
they just
goes down too well.
Yeah, it's very dangerous, and they're expensive for a bit of ethanol in a can. But
that's true. Just finishing on the engagement, we announced a date. I won't say it here, but if you know, you know.
Yeah, good.
For the wedding, so fucking. I mean, if you're here, you got an invite. Really, if you weren't, you're probably not coming. So sorry about that.
Yeah,
sorry, but not sorry. Georgia looked great. I look like a pig, so that's normal. That's normal, but yeah, thanks for coming, and thanks for all the presents for the people that are listening. Massive night.
Yeah, very big night. Yeah, I thought I handled it pretty well. I didn't think I was too bad.
No, you were good.
I'd work in the morning, so I control myself.
You toned it down.
But I don't know, because I woke up and
here we go.
I got these messages saying, what's wrong with you? So I'm normally pretty good with the drunk texting.
Oh God.
But yeah, apparently I was telling people that they're not as cool as my dog. So
oh well,
yeah.
At least you're honest.
So look, my dog's pretty cool. So
yeah, well,
you know what?
What about your turtle dude?
He's cool too. He's up there. So they're the top two.
Top two.
So you know what? Maybe your third.
You know who you are. I don't know who you are, but he knows who you are.
Maybe you're not. Maybe you're a little bit lower than
what about the old French cricket at about midnight, 12:30, whatever time that was?
How good is French cricket? I have not played it for, I reckon, 10 years.
Are you kidding?
Nah.
We do that after every game.
Not the French cricket, just, backyard cricket all the time.
No, okay.
Yeah, no.
It's more because we get a few drinks into us after the game.
Yeah.
Everyone's in a good mood. Regardless of the result, we're just cruising.
Yeah.
You got 6 blokes just surrounding one bastard. It's on.
Yeah.
For all money. So
I tried to pull off a couple of catches.
With the beer.
Yeah.
You kept the beer up, which was, I gave you a sitter. You went diving for it. You didn't even have to dive. You went diving for it. Missed it. The beer stayed up. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, French cricket is a good time. Real good time.
I have to do it more often.
We should.
I think it's quite slept on, French cricket.
It's one of the great cricket formats.
Yeah.
I'd say better than beach cricket.
I think better than Big Bash.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably more people get more watches there.
I'll tell you what, how good would like a genuine professional French cricket setup be? Like you go to the stadium and you just see these big name players just fucking
they're just playing
hanging the ball at each other's legs.
Warner's coming off a roll up. Look at this. Yeah.
Yeah, Warner and Bancroft.
But it's like get Warner and Bancroft on the same team.
Just absolutely belting the ball.
That'll go well. Get them in the UFC cage.
Yeah, so it could be something.
That's what we can start on. The Shield final, Western
Shield
Australia,
final,
fucking obliterated. Obliterated Tasmania. No surprises really. They always win. Western Australia.
Not really a surprise. But I thought they'd put up more of a fight, Tasmania.
I think everyone did. It was
because they were in a position to finish first on the table, and they should have had the home ground advantage. They
didn't.
Choked in the last round of the comp, and WA went from not being in the top two to hosting the final. So big turnaround from them.
Well, they scored fucking 600 runs to Tasmania's like 270.
Yeah,
they won easily.
Yeah,
so sucked in.
Sucked in,
Suck
indeed.
Shall we get into the footy?
I just want to give a shout out to Matty Wade.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, he deserves it. He deserves a little shout out.
A couple of reasons. One, he's announced his retirement from first class cricket.
Absolute servant of cricket. Just goes hard.
And look, a lot of, I guess, negative views of him. Me included. I never rated him as a keeper. Particularly when he first came onto the scene.
Yeah. Well, he replaced Haddon, no?
Yes. Well, because Haddon got dropped for him. So when you get dropped, when you're dropping someone that's as good of a keeper, and Haddon was like one of my favourite players growing up.
Yeah. So there's a bit of bias. That's all right.
A little bit of bias. So I wasn't a big fan of him. But then when he came back, his second coming, I suppose, when he came back as a batsman, I really rated him then. Like he averaged 40 though as a bat. In first class cricket. Like,
and he's
it's sensational. He's for a keeper to average 40 is pretty impressive.
Massively. And he is how do you put this? Team first guy.
Yes.
He has always been a team first guy, regardless of the format. And it's something that it's hard to come by. Well, today's cricket.
And this is why I wanted to give him a shout out, because he's been selected in the IPL. Has a big contract over there.
Good on him.
He gave up the first 2 games so he could play the Shield final.
Yeah, actually,
so
what a guy, dude.
Like,
he wants to finish on top, having a crack, you know?
Yeah, he wants to play for his state instead of playing for millions over there.
Yeah.
That's good to see.
Yeah.
And it shows the kind of character he is.
Oh, he's one of the great characters of Australian cricket in the history of the game.
Yeah.
He's yappy, he's annoying, he's a pest, but he gives 110%.
He's the type of bloke that you just love to have in your team.
Oh, brother. He could be fat, overweight, but if a bloke comes with that sort of energy, that sort of ticker, that's what you want, dude. That's what you want.
Yeah. So, doesn't matter what his ability like, and not saying that he doesn't have ability, he's very good. But
he'll be playing in the IPL for the next 3 or 4 years. You know, he's T20 guy now.
Yeah.
So, shout out Matty Wade.
Shout out to Matty Wade.
He's been great servant.
There's just... And it's few and far between, unfortunately, players that are like that these days.
Yep.
Mitchell Stark's another one. He's given up plenty of IPL contracts.
All our quick
to play for Australia.
Really, like all of them.
A couple of batsmen I can think of that are a little bit more selfish.
It's always a bowler. True. None of the bowlers, they always want to play for the boys. Like the Aussie boys are up, fuck the rest of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. Especially Hazelwood. That cunt has never not stuck his hand up for the Aussie boys.
Yeah.
Ever. So, love you, Wade.
Let's get on to the drink of the week.
Let's do it. I'm a bit thirsty. You can probably hear I'm a bit deceased in the voice.
Yeah.
Still recovering. So,
you've had about 1,000 beers in your, or various drinks, various beverages in your fridge.
A lot of liquor. Too much liquor, dude.
Accumulated a lot over the weekend.
Well, Gordy Bryan bought a lot, but I saw these pushed to the back. I think they might be...
You went digging in your fridge.
Yep. And I brought out Brookvale Union, Up the Manly Seagulls, Vodka Peach Iced Tea. I don't know if I've had it before. I know I've had a Brookvale Union, but I think it was the ginger beer.
Yeah.
So I've never tried their vodka. So this could be spicy.
I like the can.
It looks, can. Brookvale Union, probably the best cans in the game.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I'm very big on my cans.
Can art. You're big on your can art.
I like, most of the drink of the week is because I've liked the look at the can. It hasn't worked so far. Maybe this can be change.
Well, I think these are my cousins, so thanks for leaving them behind. And I won't be paying you back.
The tiger looks cool though. It's a very nice looking tiger.
It's a good week to be good week to be a tiger.
Yeah,
dude.
well,
good week to be a tiger.
It could be promising signs ahead.
Well, big game this week.
There's a hat, a clock, the various
What's
kinds of
into his
things.
can art? I'm just going to get into it.
There's a snake. Oh, you get into it. I'm going to keep. There's a moon here, half a moon with a massive ear. Could be Adam Gilchrist's ear by the looks of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll get into it.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's good. I'm rating this very high. I like that. That's not harsh. That's iced tea, dude. I'm a big fan of the iced tea work.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that big on iced tea though.
I'd say if you don't like iced tea, it's probably not up your alley.
Yeah.
But if you like iced, that is fucking good.
But it's not a harsh taste, is it?
No, it's
very
like
smooth,
Lipton
very
with
smooth.
a splash of vodka. It's very nice. I'm gonna give that a fucking honestly.
And the peach is subtle. It's not an overpowering
Exactly
peach
right.
flavour.
That's what I was just thinking. I'm giving that an 8.5. That is fucking
wow.
to me because I love iced tea.
Yeah.
Big iced tea guy. Like Chad Townsend, he's a big everything guy.
It's enjoyable.
That was enjoyable.
I'll say it's an enjoyable for an iced tea. I'm not big on the
So
Lipton.
you're a beer guy.
I wouldn't have a Lipton iced tea.
Yeah. Oh, it's not that they go out of my way, but
Yeah.
every now and then I get an iced tea. I'm like,
But
fuck yeah, dude.
it's the best iced tea I've ever had.
Yeah, oh, dude,
So
that's good to hear. I reckon you might give this. I'm going to predict it 6.
I'm going a bit higher.
Oh,
Going a bit
what
higher.
is going on? Jesus,
I'm giving it a 7
I like that.
I'm
It is
giving it
good.
a
That's
7.
going to go down
because
very.
I don't overly like the iced tea taste, but it's not strong.
But it's not. Yeah, it's very watered down and it mixes well.
and it's not. Yeah, like I can respect the taste of it still, even though I don't particularly like
yeah,
that taste.
Yep.
It's not overpowering enough for me to not enjoy the drink,
yeah, 100%.
which is a big tick.
Yep.
Because when you have drinks, you want to be able to enjoy it.
That's right. You want to enjoy the flavour and not hate yourself. Like
It's normally the way to
35%
go.
of your drinks.
And I'm giving it a 7 because I like the can. To be honest.
Well, yeah, you're a big man.
I
You
probably would have
can't.
given it a 5.5, a 6 on the taste, but the can has
The can art's got you, dude.
it's got me.
It's real.
'Cause
Dude.
you're drinking it and you're just having a look. It's like one of those
You're having a look.
like Where's Wally books or like
Yeah, looking for Wally.
the I Spy books. You know them back in the day. The I Spy
I do
books.
remember
it's
them.
like that because you've got so many things to look at here. Like there's a clock that's upside down for some reason. There's
For some reason.
there's a tree growing out of a tiger's hat. There's a
Brookvale, if you see this Brookvale, you've done well.
like it's sensate. It's a 10 out of 10 for can design. I'll give it that.
All right, let's move on before he goes into a 2-hour in-depth of why he loves the can. I'll just touch on the F1 quickly.
Yeah.
So we had the Oz GP.
Yep.
She was down here, dude, in Melbourne. Everyone thought Max was going to win by another 30-second lead. Rightfully so. He's fucking the best. His brakes caught on fire.
How
so
good.
he was out of the race. So then it brought the whole pack together. The winner,
Lewis Hamilton as well.
he also, he copped his engine just blew up. That was good.
Yeah.
I think his power just gave out. So that's easy fix.
2 big dogs just
Go on.
out of the race. Made it entertaining.
Well, it's always entertaining because the best thing is when Max got a 15-second lead, they just show second to last.
Yeah.
So Max is barely on the coverage. It's pretty good, to be honest. But Sergio Perez, he won. He drives for Ferrari. He just had his appendix removed 7 days ago.
Mm.
He hasn't been training, hasn't been doing nothing. I don't know how the fuck you're bothered.
Well, there's a lesson there for you.
Have a crack.
Don't train.
True.
The more you train and, carry on
He still had the fucking
and do
surgery.
all that, mate, just wake up.
He still had the bandage from the surgery on him when he was after the race.
Just wake up and win. Not that hard.
So he won, and it was actually a great race. There was a bit going on. George Russell crashed on the last lap, causing. Yeah, it was just
It
cool.
was a big crash, that last one.
Yeah, it was just cool. There was a lot going on, and I want to go next year. I need to go.
Expensive though, isn't it?
It's a rich man's sport or rich woman's sport or whatever you want to call it,
Plenty of good food trucks I saw.
dude.
That's what caught my eye.
Yeah, I know. I saw that, and I'm like, I probably should send Will a photo here. He'd love this.
I'm not the biggest F1 guy.
I reckon he'd like it, but for
I like my supercars.
yeah,
Very big on my supercars, but F1 just not. I don't know. Just never appealed to me. Like I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch this.
The GP.
Flicking between that and the footy.
yeah.
But
It's better racing than the V8s. Does that make sense? There's more going on.
yeah,
Whereas V8s is very grindy.
yeah,
Like theirs, you can just overtake it, like because they're quicker.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Whereas V8s are all the same. It's all up to the driver. So
that's why I like it though, because I feel like F1 it's more like if you've got a fast car. Like,
yeah, true. Compared to the rest, if you've got a better budget, better engine.
Yeah.
But
Like you can put anyone in it really.
Yeah. That's F1 news. So shout out Sergio.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carlos Sainz. Why am I saying Sergio? Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz won the race.
Ricardo, he's not doing too well, is he?
Yeah, didn't do too well. So, Carlos, keep fucking racing, dude. Oh, Will's got more emails. Here we go. Hey, baby, looking for a good time. All
right. Let's get on to
the footy.
Let's get on to the footy. Round 3. It's been a good week.
Yep. Let's get the results up.
How was our tips? You did pretty well.
7 from 8.
I did slightly. We had the same tips. We.
When you think about it, this round was a lot of coin flips, except for the one that I think everyone tipped wrong, which is the Tigers Sharks.
Well, that's the one that you thought was pretty much a guaranteed.
Yeah. Whoever the Titans have got for the next 12 weeks.
The only difference we had, I went with Manly, you went with Parramatta.
Yeah. Even that, either way.
Which I think Manly were a little bit unlucky with that, I've got to say.
They were lucky but unlucky, if that makes sense. They had a few calls go their way, they had a few go against. So, it was even.
Not just with the calls, but I think they had a couple of missed opportunities. I think
massively.
They probably bombed 3 or 4 tries, to be honest, down that left-hand side.
100%. That Paolo should have had fucking 3 tries in the first 10 minutes.
They just kind of didn't quite ice that final pass. So, if they had done that, they'd probably lead.
Yeah, massively.
24-0, and it's a long way back there for Parramatta. But they kept them in the game. Credit to Parramatta.
Parramatta are tough, and their team isn't that good. So that's a very good sign for the Eels going forward.
But we'll start on Thursday.
Let's just touch on the scores from round 3, dude. You're on round 4.
Oh, I am indeed.
You're getting a bit too excited, dude.
I'm excited.
So we got the Panthers 34, Broncos 12.
Yeah.
I don't think too shocking. Maybe the score was a bit inflated, but...
Well, I think with Broncos, they were missing Payne Haas, they're missing Reynolds. It was always going to be tough. And then with Reece Walsh getting knocked out early.
3 minutes in.
What do you think about the penalty for it, though?
Let's touch on that. I don't think it's a penalty. No. If Taylor May gets suspended this week, I'll be fucking very surprised. Because now it's fucked. So is whoever fucked up Dale Finucane going to go off?
Probably.
Are they going to get suspended?
If they're going to be consistent with it.
If they're going to give that a suspension, Dale Finucane got punched. Like, it didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Well, I think
he got forearmed in the head.
Finucane got suspended for a similar thing last year for a head clash.
Did you see how he looked? I saw a photo yesterday. Yeah. He looked like he got bashed. He did get bashed. It was a forearm. Accidental, but,
I think it's a worrying precedent 100%. When we're penalising head clashes.
Someone actually brought it up. We watched it at Josh's house and his partner Megan said they've literally put him on report because of the injury.
Yes.
And I said, correct.
And they do that so often.
And it's becoming too common.
Every time there's an injury, we feel like the need to penalise a player and suspend them.
100%.
Injuries happen. It's part of footy. Like,
the worst part is...
people get injured all the time. Just because there's an injury in a tackle does not mean the tackle was poor.
Exactly right.
I'm all for player safety and all that, but
what's Taylor
some things are just unavoidable.
Like, what's Taylor May meant to do? He's mid-step.
Yeah.
So Walsh is in the air.
Well, the referee was saying that he needed to bend his back to lower himself into the tackle.
But he's going for the ball.
But
he's wrapping the ball up.
You've got to go high to wrap the ball.
He's wrapping the ball. And if you
go lower and then just allow the offloads, or you get your head caught on the hip and knock yourself out.
And Walsh was midway through a goosey step, so he was in the air.
Yeah.
They do the fucking...
Yeah. It's not like it was like he didn't charge him with his head. No.
I think, and to be honest, I know Reece got hurt. I thought watching it before you saw Reece get hurt, I thought May copped it worse, but then obviously not. May's just made out of fucking concrete. So that was a good game. No surprises really, but Broncos did defend well for the team they had.
Yeah, well, with that Walsh getting out early, I thought it would have been...
50.
Yeah, I thought they would have just absolutely...
But I got to give it to those...
Had nothing, but...
Carrigan, he tried hard. That Willison...
He looked good.
He looked fucking great. Willison looked real good. He obviously had to come on a lot earlier than expected.
Yeah.
And he played great.
But they were missing Fisher Harris as well, Panthers. So
Yep.
He'll add a lot when he comes back as well. Like he's one of the best forwards in the game.
100%.
I thought Liam Henry was good as well.
Yeah, everyone's starting to really like Liam Henry.
Yeah.
He's like Jose Yo 2.0. It's quite scary. We got Warriors and Raiders. That was 18-10. The Warriors just got up.
Yeah.
In an actual good game.
It was a good game, this one.
I'm going to say something here. Raiders and the Eels, regardless who they put on the field, they're going to be hard teams to fucking beat.
Yeah. Well, Raiders are never going to roll over.
Never.
I am surprised of how well they started the year. I really am. Both these teams, I think, are quite similar in a lot of ways. I think.
Yep. Gritty. It's nothing, no names, but like you look at your Rocco Berries, you look at your Jordan Rapanas.
Yeah.
Not many raps on it from outer fans, but fans within the club love these guys. The Jamal Fogartys, the Danny Levi's.
Yeah.
You know, even Toa Harris. Toa Harris doesn't get enough love.
Yeah.
He goes fucking hard, that bastard. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to playing either of those teams ever again. So, great. Raiders defensively just have a go. Morgan Smithies just has a go.
Yeah.
Elliot Whitehead just has a go. It's fucking
and we were speaking,
dogs.
Speaking last week about Ethan Strange.
We've come to the conclusion for his small eyes, big head, big eyeballs.
So I thought it was the eyes. You brought it to my attention.
I think it's big forehead.
You think it's big forehead.
But you also added to the...
There's something off with him.
Click on that one. You added to this. I think because his eyebrows are very light on.
Yeah.
It makes it look worse.
It does. I still think his eyes...
No, because look
small.
at the rest of it. It's all symmetrical and nice. And then he's got this big crack.
Yeah.
He needs a lower like a hairline. Poor bastard.
Maybe even some wrinkles. Like, I think it's just nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
He's a baby face, dude.
He's a baby face with a massive forehead.
I mean, he's pretty good looking. I'd be happy with looking like that. To be honest, I mean, a bit smaller of a forehead, but I'd be happy with that.
I'm not saying he's bad looking. It's just, I don't know. The proportions aren't right for me. There's something not right about it.
Right.
I just can't get around.
Yeah.
I can't get my head around it.
But I love his Strange.
He's a great player.
Keep playing, dude.
I still think it's the eyes. I still think they're small.
Fair enough.
Compared to the average eyes, we'll have to do a bit more research.
Well,
compare his eyes to the average.
Well, I'll be watching it this week.
Eyes.
They're up against the Sharks. So I'll be watching that one in depth.
But yeah, I think the eyebrows don't help either. They are very light.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, something to watch out for.
Have a watch. Will's watch of the week.
Keep watching. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, we'll figure this out, dude.
And we'll let you know the results. So,
what was the next game on that one?
Just quickly, I thought, what's the centre's name for Canberra? He played really well.
Tomoko?
Yeah.
Albert Opawade?
Tomoko, he did really well.
Two guys that just go have a crack though. Again, just two guys that fucking rip and tear. Bunnies losing again.
Bunnies and Roosters.
No offense, part of me was hoping they got 2 more points because no one's ever won.
Yeah.
The comp.
I thought that this would be a lot closer.
This was horrible to watch again.
Because normally when these two teams play each other, Roosters and Rabbitohs,
it's a fight.
They fire up.
It's a fight.
And it's just a physical battle.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really.
The Roosters just fucking out-muscled them. That was all it was, man. I just want to say, because there's not much to say, like it was just domination. Like, what can you say? I just want to say, for a losing player, Jack Whiten, did you watch this?
Yeah.
He was fucking having a crack.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was the only one that was really asking for carries. He was really having a go, dude.
What did you make of Dean Hawkins? Obviously, Ilias got dropped.
It's hard because
didn't seem to fix anything for him.
Him and Ilias are quite similar.
Yeah.
What are you expecting Dean Hawkins to do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I thought Latrell was poor. I thought Isaiah Tass was poor.
Yeah.
I thought Tane Mill was poor. Cody Walker barely got in the game. Like,
I thought their forwards were quite poor.
Their forwards weren't going
just
forward.
Got absolutely dominated.
Like, actually,
Cameron Murray was
I got to give it to Murray and Kalamatangi. They were actually one or two bright sparks from.
Damien Cook coming off the bench.
No good. Didn't like it. Yeah. Didn't work.
I see the merit in it, but by the time he got on the field, they were already down. Nathan Merritt.
Yeah, he's good. They need him back, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But
I think
when he came on, it was like 12-0 already, so the game was almost.
Yeah.
They had no momentum.
And Teddy's just getting better. It's concerning.
Well,
he's building.
I always thought he was in for a big year.
Well, you and I.
With all the talk that about him last year around Origin period and everyone saying he's done, he's old.
Well,
he's no good anymore. He's past his prime. He was always going to fire up.
I'm going to say something. Has he not been the best fullback this year so far?
I think he's almost been the best player.
Exactly right. So if
looking at the Dally M's though, Nico's got 12 points somehow.
Bro,
they just give it to him all the time.
What is going on?
Like, you didn't get any this week, obviously.
Do you reckon they're taking the piss?
I don't know.
I reckon they just put up fake numbers. I swear to God.
This is like every game the Sharks win, he gets guaranteed 6 points.
How is Mulatalo not taking 3 in the first, at least the first 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Like, I swear they just put up fake numbers to get clicks. I swear to God.
Like, he, over the first 3 weeks of the comp, not scored a try, not got a try assist.
Yeah.
He has not got a try assist.
Yeah.
As the halfback.
I know.
And yet he polls 3 points.
That's what I mean. Like, yes, he's running 100 metres a game, but you need more than that to get 3 points.
Yeah.
Fucking Lomax is running 100 metres a game and scoring tries. Bro, I swear they're just doing it for clicks, the NRL. I swear to God, they're just putting them up to go, how many people can we piss off today? And it works. All these boomers are writing.
Or is this like the people that that are picking the votes just aren't watching the game?
Yeah.
They're just like, Nico, Sharks won. Nico must have played well.
They're Rabbitohs fans and they're allocated to the Sharks team. So they're Nico got 66 in fantasy, second highest. We'll give it to him.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. Yeah, Rabbits are in trouble, dude.
Can they turn it around?
No.
No, they're gone.
Does not look good, dude.
Write them off.
Have you
put a line through them?
I reckon. I'm being serious. Shout out, man, the guy that have been bantering about every time the Rabbitohs lose on the post.
Oh, yeah? He's back, is
he? He's trying back, but he's agreeing with me now. So before the season, he's saying, we're going to finish top 4, this, that. Now he's like, we're fucking shit.
Yeah.
And he's telling me changes that need to be changed. And
there's deeper stuff going on at South.
It's I think
they need a whole...
I think if the Bulldogs win...
Because their team is good. Like, they have a good
team.
A very good team. They've got a very good forward pack. They've got great outside backs. They've got a great spine.
Young back rowers.
They've got one of the best teams in the comp.
Yes.
Like Latrell Mitchell, Cody Walker, Jack White and Damien Cook, Cameron Murray, Kulamatangi. They've got all these star players.
Did you just hear that? All New South Wales Blues players. Think about that. You've just named a lot of Blues players.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
What are they doing? You look at other teams that have none or one, and they're just outperforming them on grit.
Yeah.
Look at the Raiders, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
The Raiders are my comparants. Look at them.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't think they're going to...
There's deeper issues, and until they figure it out, I don't know what it is.
I've got a bold statement. I think Demetrio, if they lose against the Bulldogs, and this isn't discrediting the Bulldogs, I think if they lose the Bulldogs, that might be his maybe last game coached.
Wow, you reckon they'll make that?
Brother, how much negativity are they copping? I've never seen it this bad. Have you seen it this bad ever?
No.
Like, for a coach who hasn't actually done anything, wrong. More like he's done things.
I don't think they'll make the call that early. Bro, I reckon they'll give him the season.
Bro,
maybe towards the back end of the season, if they're well and truly out of contention for top 8, I think they make a change then. But
you know what's going to happen?
It's very early to sack your coach.
If they lose
3 rounds in,
I agree. But if they lose to the Bulldogs, you're going to hear this, Sean.
Yeah.
Has he lost the locker room? Has he got the players behind him?
Well, that's the question.
You can watch the players start to. You watch Latrell will start to say some things.
Yeah.
Jack White will start to say some things.
I think there's definitely a disconnect. Like, a lot of people are saying it's a coaching thing. A lot of people are blaming the players. Is there that disconnect in the change room? Like, he's come out and said he knows that he's the man for the job. So he's confident. Do the players think that?
That's what I mean. The more they lose, Like,
Would you sack him if it was your decision?
if it's my club and they've got the team they have, bro, I've seen a lot less sackings.
What are you changing?
Look at Johnny Morris for the
You're in
Sharks.
charge. What are you doing? You getting rid of the coach? You getting rid of players?
Getting rid of some players.
Yeah.
Because the players that they're selecting, look, they need to get that young Munro straight back in. Yeah, I know it doesn't.
He's not making a difference though.
But I think to the results he could. Does this make sense? I don't think Tass and Old Mate have done a thing.
Yeah, but when they're losing by 40 points,
I think
a winger's not going to make that much difference.
Why the fuck? No, I'm actually not for the Cook off the bench shit. Why the fuck are you leaving a top 5 hooker on the bench?
Yeah.
Or, sorry, a former Origin hooker.
Yeah.
Let's say it like that because, let's face it, he probably won't get picked now because of all this shit.
Well, he hasn't been great. Look, it's not like he's playing like a top 5
If
hooker
this is
at
my
the
team,
moment,
I'm very disappointed because look at the stars they have.
Yeah.
Let's just compare them to the Eels. Moses, Origin. Regan Campbell-Gillard used to be Origin, not anymore. Paulo, Origin. Probably not anymore, maybe, these days.
Yeah.
And those cunts are having a crack. They've got a better side than you.
Yeah.
In my opinion, by a landslide. But look at the way the Eels play. Brad Arthur has got the backing of the club and the boys. You can see it.
Yeah.
Look, every time he picks some random guy that Eels fans are like, I wouldn't pick him. He has the game of his week.
Brad Arthur gets a lot of hate from the fans.
I don't
and
get
some
it.
of his selections are strange.
What's his name? The guy with the headgear. He got a lot of heat.
Tuolangi?
Yeah. I saw a lot when he first got selected. They're like, Brad Arthur's got no idea. He's been amazing. He's been amazing.
But the players, there's no denying the players all love him.
They like every interview.
Shout
out Brad. Shout out this.
They all love him.
Coaching staff.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see. Like even after I watched the Sharks press conference and Fitzy was trying to deflect questions and Nico just said, no, this is on us.
Yeah.
This was not Fitzy. We played like shit. We dropped 8 balls in our half.
Yeah.
That's not good enough. And Fitzy, you can see the difference between Demetrio, Sharks, Eels, anyone really.
Yeah.
Even look at the Dolphins. Everyone's like, oh, Wayno's lost it. Very next week.
Yeah.
Wayno wins the game. And the first thing they said was, Wayne just told us, get back to basics. That was the first thing that was said in the press conference.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think, they're
coming last.
There's more to it. It just depends on whether they're willing to find out what that is.
Bro, they're coming last.
Yeah.
The Rabbits, in 2024, with this side they have, are coming last. Just let that sink in. Sorry about the Rabbitohs, man, but fuck, they suck. They'll win their next game now that we've all said this, but they should have won the first 2 at least. The side they have, no injuries.
But they're just so out of form. Like Latrell's in terrible form.
Yeah,
I've seen Cody Walker's awful at the moment. Their big stars aren't stepping up, and their
whole team is
whether it's a culture thing in the club, too many egos there.
I hope they win. They need to win.
Yeah,
they need a win.
Yeah,
you never thought you'd say that round 4, 2024.
Well, they've got the Bulldogs this week, so
but the Bulldogs are in form. Look what they did on the weekend.
If they lose to the Bulldogs, it's going to be.
And the Bulldogs are going to be good. Well,
let's touch on the Bulldogs game.
Rabbitohs, don't to finish this, don't go easy on the Bulldogs because they're not going to fucking go easy on you.
32-0 the Bulldogs won.
Shout out the fucking doggies there.
So,
Belmore was rocking, dude. Drums out, trumpets out.
It's one of the best stadiums.
I think it's better than
in rugby league.
Like that hill was just a sea of blue.
Yeah,
that was sick. This one's going to be a quick one.
Titans were awful.
Titans looked good for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Well, what about AJ Brimson? Absolutely,
that was the third minute,
bombing that try.
Easiest try of his life. Tries to give it to Foz, and Foz didn't want it.
No, doesn't want tries.
I can't be angry at Foz. He wasn't expecting it. He literally was not expecting the ball.
He was ready to celebrate.
Yes, he should have caught the ball, but he wasn't expecting the cunt.
He was thinking about what celebration he was going to give.
Exactly right.
Bulldogs. AJ just had to put the ball down. But
Titans were shit, but I'm going to say this. I'm not taking anything away from the Bulldogs. They defended their absolute dicks off when they had to.
Yep.
And they played a great style of football.
I'm not taking too much out of the Bulldogs' attack. to be
It's
honest.
still not great, but 32 points is 32 points.
It is, but the Titans were that awful in defence.
It should have been 50. Megan said it too. Megan was
Yeah.
like, we should have won by like 50.
But their defensive is what impressed me. And over the
Brother.
last couple of weeks too.
It's been awesome. They've gone against two very good sides in the Eels and the Sharks, offensively, you'd say. And, you know, I'm glad that the Bulldogs got this win.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for the Bulldogs win, to be honest.
Burton played well, I think.
Burton's just...
He looked quite good. Kick-out was great. They just gave him early ball.
And, bro, his kick pressure with that new rule,
That was outstanding. That's
awesome.
That let the Titans down a lot. Like Tanner Boyd, he will be having nightmares about kick-out. Like,
Well, did you see the one on the fifth?
there's 3 or 4 times I think that he either got charged down or kick pressure.
That's how Kiko got his try.
Yeah.
Charged down in their own half.
And then a couple of times tackled on the last, couple of times just kick pressure, forcing poor kicks.
This is why I like this new rule, dude. Back rowers are back in the game.
Yeah.
They're back in the game defensively.
Well, they're allowed to have like there was no kick pressure really on
None. Because you could throw 6 blockers in front of the fucking... But that's what I mean. People like...
And then if you tackled the kicker, 0.2 of a second later, it was a penalty. Whereas
Exactly right. Now you're fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Because you've either got to make a decision now. Do you kick deep? Like say do you go 10 metres back just to get the kick off?
Yeah.
But then that offside rule comes into it where the runners can't be offside anymore.
Yeah.
They have to wait for the halfback to get within 8 or 10 metres.
10 metres,
10 metres. So now the halfback has to get up, start sprinting, otherwise it's a penalty.
Yeah.
And you've seen a lot of those penalties this year because the halfback hasn't gotten close.
Yeah.
Anyways, go the Bulldogs, man. That was fucking
It was
sick.
a great win for them.
Belmore's hectic, dude. Belmore's one of the best spots.
Hopefully they can keep the momentum going.
I think they can.
When they played the way they did,
They got the Rabbitohs at a great
it
time.
was good to watch.
They got the Rabbitohs at a great time.
Dragons Cowboys. This game
Was very good for 45 minutes.
was odd.
Very odd.
It was odd because the Dragons, for the first probably half an hour, looked like they were absolutely rolling through them.
Yeah. Bit of back and forth, bit of ping pong.
So it was like 18-6, I think.
And then the Dragons hit back.
And then it was the Cowboys. They just flicked a switch.
I think the Cowboys...
Scott
Correct.
Drinkwater was outstanding.
Correct.
And then
I think you're right. Once they flicked that switch, it was game over. But if you're a Dragons fan, that wasn't bad.
There's promising signs there. It was a lot better than last week. Yeah.
Even Sloan, he's really supporting any half break a lot like Pappenhausen.
Yeah.
He's there every single time.
Sloan's actually been quite impressive.
He's been very good. If I'm a Dragons fan, yes, it's a bad loss score-wise, but the players that are scoring, Zach Lomax's.
Kyle Flanagan, I thought, was pretty good. Their forwards were good at the start, and then I think they just got a bit tired.
And I think you're right. The Cowboys just flicked the switch, and that was the end of it. McIntyre was great off the bench. Just they had a crack. Finifuaki.
Yeah.
Finifuaki.
He was very good.
Very good.
Had a HIA, but came back and did really well. Scored a try, I think.
Cowboys are going to be very hard to beat.
Yeah.
They got a lot of strike from fucking everywhere. It doesn't matter what. Look at Val Holmes. Game of his life.
Well, that's it. They've got strike players pretty much 1 to 17.
Yeah.
Like,
their forwards
they've got
score.
a really good squad. They obviously underperformed a lot last year.
Yeah.
But I think they're back. They've looked really good.
Massively.
Really quick.
Yep.
Really quick, really strong. I think they've started better than... Well, I mean, they're the only team that have won all 3
Undefeated.
games, but...
Top of the crop, dude.
I haven't seen them against a really good team yet.
Well,
that's what I'm waiting for.
The draw's been a bit cruisy.
Yeah.
But in saying that, it's hard to guess who's going to be good and bad the first month, eh?
Yeah.
Sort of just a luck thing.
Like, they've got the Broncos this week, so that'll be a good test for them.
Regardless
for both
of
teams.
Yeah, exactly right. Anyways, they got pumped.
Yeah.
This is the one that I want to talk about.
32-6, the Tigers.
Up the fucking Tigers, dude.
How good, eh?
Leichhardt, Belmore. Get more games there.
It's a great round to be a suburban stadium.
Look at 15,000 on a Saturday night in Leichhardt.
Yeah.
You're telling me they'd rather play at fucking Bank West where the Tigers pull out 9,000 people?
Yeah.
15,000. And there was probably 200 Sharks fans. I swear to you. We didn't get to watch much of this. Well, we did, but we didn't. We were socialising at the party. But shout out to the fucking Tigers.
Yeah.
I asked a mate who's a Tigers fan and said, give me a non-biased review. He goes, you were horrible, but I think we just outplayed you. And I said, thank you. So I'm taking his word for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it back.
I'm not discrediting the Tigers. They pumped us.
I watched it back.
Pumping.
Sharks were awful.
Yep.
Nico Hines was terrible. Trindle was terrible.
Tom Hazelton was our lone try scorer. That's awesome.
It was just, there was just nothing going good in attack for the Sharks. And defensively, there were a lot of poor misses in defence.
Yeah, well, I know Supercoach scores probably aren't the best metric of to see who the best player was. It was Talakai yet again. And the next closest was about 30 points behind him.
Yeah.
So I think other than him, everyone had a shitter from what I saw.
I think even Talakai didn't do much either. Look,
I'm excited.
The Tigers, who impressed me the most is Api Coruscant. He was outstanding.
Yeah, bro, he was.
And Galvin.
Galvin and Coruscant.
Each game, like it's only his second game.
Unreal.
He does not look like he's in his second game.
Actually, I saw one highlight. He threw a shit ball.
Yeah.
And you could just see him not rattled.
Yeah.
It was a horrible forward pass. And he just shrugged it off. Next play, they scored next set.
Yeah.
I think it was a pass to Olam.
Yeah.
Just through the line. Hey, mate, there you go. Off you. He looks the goods.
Yeah.
Galvin. He looks real good.
Very good.
I hope this is, I hope this is the things to come for the Tigers. I hope the Tigers are a hard to beat team.
I think they will be.
I hope they can play more games at Leichhardt. Seriously, man. That's the best part.
It's such a turnaround from how they were last week.
Last week, bro.
Last week, they were absolutely dreadful in in defence. I think it's probably the worst I've seen any team ever defend.
Yeah.
And then they've done that and defend really well.
Did you see they've got a new team song?
I did see that.
Did you see this?
Yes.
So even Alex Twal,
the paper was out.
Is he not the longest serving Tiger now? Alex Twal?
Yeah.
He even had the piece of paper out. I love that.
I saw it and I was confused because like everyone had the paper. Like
even Benji was doing the old.
Surely they know the team song. Like
no, it's a new one apparently.
It's a new one, so fair enough. It's a combination of the old Balmain and the Western Suburbs. They've
song.
kind of combined the song together, which is nice.
No, but I'm upset that we lost. But fuck, man, I've got a big soft spot for the Tigers because that's who my nan used to support.
I'm happy for Benji.
Fuck, I'm happy for Benji, bro.
Because he was copying it after 1 week.
I know, and look at Jason Demetrio.
Come on.
Only just got 1 week. Game of the rounds.
He's played one game and coached one game and he's copping it from all angles.
Yeah.
Like some of the blokes in the media, like
wank it. Oh fuck, we'd say.
Fucking hell, they carry on. Just
you think about this, bro. If the Tigers, they're adding Jerome Luai to this young team. They're adding an experienced half to this young team.
Well, Galvin, he looks like a 7.
Yeah.
To me.
And now Jerome can play six and just run around the joint.
So he's doing everything. Like when he's on the field, he looks like he is the chief playmaker. He's organising.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. He looks very good.
He's playing both sides of the ruck. He's not just a left-hand dominant player.
I'm gonna make
most 5'8", they kind of stick to the left, whereas he's doing both sides.
Yeah.
He looks really good.
He looks good.
So I think next year they'll have him at 7.
I reckon they'll be hard to beat, man. If their forwards bang out what they did on Saturday.
It's just defensively. If they can continue to defend well, they've got enough there in attack.
Yeah.
That they can get points.
I'm excited for the Tigers, dude. I'm actually.
It's just whether they can defend like that against a good team. Like, yes, Sharks are a good team, but they weren't on Saturday night.
But look, Sharks were poor, but I'm not saying the Sharks. The reason we lost wasn't because we were just poor. We lost because we got out wrestled, we got out muscled, we got out beat. I don't want to take anything away from it. I hate saying but we went at full strength. I don't give a fuck. We got outplayed, dude.
You were shit though.
Yeah, but I don't care. We got outplayed because, Nico kicks 2 out in the full. I saw that.
Yeah.
Those 2 sets I watched in depth in a row. And then the Tigers forwards just wrestled the fuck out of us. So, shout out the Tigers, man.
No, I don't want to take away from the Tigers. They played very well. They can only play what's in front of them.
Yes, well, shit, but fuck, they were good.
A Sharks team, that's not their best.
But
they didn't play their best, you know.
I'm not.
If that game is played again tomorrow, I think we'll have a very different result.
Yeah, but it's at Leichhardt Saturday night, mate. Things happen. The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. So I'm not as happy for the Tigers.
I think it was just a horrible week for the Sharks.
I just want to see them do it again.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Because how they were last week, they were awful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They were awful against Canberra. As I said, the worst I've seen any team ever defend, I think.
Yeah.
And they've turned it around in a week.
Massively.
But you can't go from having him here to having him here now. Well,
that's the first time they've beat the Sharks since 2009.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah. So they've got Parramatta next week.
That's
Easter Monday.
Cool. Easter Monday.
So if they can step up and play how they did, because Parramatta, you would think won't play as bad as the Sharks did.
That was probably the worst I've seen. Well, yeah. I didn't watch it, but the worst I've seen us sort of play in a long time.
Yeah. Let's get on to Parramatta.
Well, we already spoke about it, but yeah.
Parramatta Manly.
Game of the round, I think, for me.
Yeah.
I thought Manly were going to win this one by about 60. And
it was looking that way. The way Morgan Harper was rushing in on everyone.
I think it's a coaching decision.
I think so.
Because I've just realised every winger you've had, Hayes Dunster, Sean Russell, anyone.
Even Ferguson, Raja, even back that.
They all jam.
They all rush in.
They all jam. So,
the difference was back then Jennings we had, who was an outstanding centre defensively. Yeah. So he kind of covered a lot.
Yeah.
If he ran in, he'd pretty much always make the tackle.
Yeah.
Whereas
Dill Brown now is that person.
A lot of the time people rush in now and they miss that tackle and then straight away there's like a two-man overlap. So
just quickly, Eels are a very good side with not much star power.
I mean, they've got plenty of star power. Like Moses, Gutherson, Dylan Brown,
but then again, look at the rest of your side. There's just they're dogs.
Yeah,
they just got dogs every. Like Joe Offengowie, that's the best game I've seen him play in a little while.
I really like Junior coming off the bench.
I think it's revitalised his.
I think
career,
when him and Madison came on, the whole game changed.
His offloading ability,
because they were just running through us, getting try scoring situations, and then just giving it to what's his name? Morgan Harper's wing and scoring, or if not scoring, being in an opportunity to score and bombing a try. But then it just tightened up the middle a little bit, so they weren't able to get down that end. Every time they looked down that end, even towards the end of the game, they looked like they was going to score every time.
But just got dogs
the thing
that
Parramatta did well is they stopped them after that first 20 minutes. They stopped them from getting into that position.
Yeah. I thought Cherry Evans was quite poor after the first 20. He sort of just disappeared into nothing.
Yeah.
Like he did nothing.
Luke Brooks, I think, was
trying. He was trying. He was trying a lot.
Had a few runs that were really nice. He broke the line, I think, a couple of times.
I don't think there's any concerns for either team. It was just a good, honest game of football.
Ben Travojevic, I think, has been a bit poor. Had a really good game in Vegas.
Yeah, he's going to be one that a lot of people are going to start looking at now.
The last couple of games, with Schuster coming back, I think he might be in a little bit of danger.
Yeah.
But yeah, Regan Campbell-Gillard, game 200. He was really good too.
He always gets up for the big boy matchups though. Always has, always will.
Well, he's just so consistent. Like, he doesn't have a bad game.
I still can't believe the Panthers let him go at the time they did.
Yeah.
Origin forward, Australian forward.
And they didn't get anything out of it. Like,
they got nothing in return.
They were paying his contract still.
Yeah, for 2 years.
It was an interesting. I mean, it worked for him. They won three comps.
Three comps and he hasn't been a part of it. Yeah, true.
Can't complain too much, I guess.
And then the last game of the round.
It was an average game, wasn't
Pretty shit.
It was.
Did you watch it? Yeah, it was very flat.
Ponga, I thought, was quite good. I think he was better.
He was way better than last week. Like 10 times better than last week.
He got a lot more involved.
Yeah.
He hands on the ball, made a lot more. That try assist where he cut out like 3 players. It was a great pass.
I want to give out a shout out to one player on each team, and I think we might have the same people. Dane fucking Gagai. He just goes.
Yeah.
Constantly. No stopping. And Wishart. How good does he look when he runs the ball?
That try that he scored
Holy fuck.
was one of the softest tries I have
I know,
ever seen.
it was soft, but how good does he look when he runs?
Yeah.
He is hard to tackle.
It was like in slow motion, that try. I don't know how they let him through.
I'm surprised the Knights didn't win this one by 13 plus.
They should have, really. Like,
They should have, 100%.
Melbourne had nothing in attack. Like,
Zero.
the try that Wishart scored was
Out of nothing.
just
One of the ruck stuff.
off awful defence.
Yeah.
And Pappenhausen scored off a bomb that was dropped by Newcastle.
Exactly. Like
So,
are you worried for the Knights yet?
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What happened from last year? Not much team turnover. There's nothing old, nothing like.
Yeah.
The Saifidi bros haven't been that good either.
Because it's their attack that was so good last year.
Yeah.
And it's just not like.
But they've not changed anything.
No.
Where is this attack gone?
I mean, Ponga's going to be finding it very difficult to get back to where he was. Let's face it.
Anyone is.
But even like if he's half as good, he's still going to create much more than what he did anyway. The first 3 weeks of the comp. Like,
what do you think of Tyson Campbell? I think he needs to be dropped.
I don't know,
brother. He was horrible.
I don't know have Jackson Hastings with.
He was disgruntled at the moment. Like,
he had a very good New South Wales Cup game. To be fair, he got plenty of tries.
Weirdly watched some of this, and he fucking played good.
He got like 5 try assists or some shit.
I think it was 4 and a line break assist, tackle break. He was running the ball like a 13 as well. It was crazy.
I don't think
Cogger wasn't great either.
Yeah. But I don't know if Cogger and Jackson Hastings are too similar of players. Like, they're both 7s.
Yeah, but if Gamble's putting out that, he was probably the one guy that I was like, "What are you doing on the field?"
Yeah,
he offered nothing.
Yeah, it's
like, even when players have bad games, they will do things to.
They're a shell of the side from last year.
And like, same players. And they've added Jack Hogger.
Yeah.
And Bradman Best has been poor. Like, the Saifidi bros, like, what's going on? Leo Thompson, who everyone thought was going to really take this massive step.
Kai Pearce-Paul was good.
His offloading ability is fucking ridiculous.
Frizzell's playing well. Like, their back row's good. Adam Elliott, I think, was decent.
Elliott tries. I'll give him that.
But, yeah, just their spine, it's a real worry.
I feel like Dylan Lucas came back a bit early too. He did not look like what he looked like a few weeks ago.
Like, even Phoenix Crossland, he's
dry. I think the pressure from
like, he was outstanding
Brayley's
last year, but
getting to
now
him,
he's and it's that expectation as well. Like, he's done it now. People expect that every game.
Exactly right.
Whereas when he first came in last year, he was kind of like,
unknown.
Yeah,
so to speak.
So there was no pressure on him to perform every game.
Wasn't he a 6 traditionally?
Yeah, I think
I'm pretty sure he was a half traditionally.
Yeah. Maybe that's something they can look at. Have him 5'8", and then have Brayley.
Get Brayley right into his
Because I think
work.
he's back next week.
They would happily have him
he was back
back
this week, but he didn't play too many minutes, I don't think.
Yep. I don't think he was. But yeah, it was a pretty poor game. Usually the Sunday games are, so not much to say about that.
Yeah.
But I'm very concerned for the Knights because I thought they were really going to be a surprising team this year, and they just haven't yet.
No. I can't see them making the 8. I know it's early, but the way they're playing, and like, I know they can switch it on. They started similar last year and then just turned it around, but
I thought Kalen looks like fitter. He looks quicker, but it just doesn't seem to be translating on the field yet.
And like the first 2 games, he wasn't really getting involved, but I thought he got quite involved.
He was into it this game, so just nothing was.
It was, but
that cutout ball
it wasn't through like a lack of him getting the ball. It was just didn't do anything with it.
Like when he threw that cutout ball,
and Melbourne defended well. Like, give them credit as well.
Melbourne always going to defend well. That's Melbourne Storm DNA.
But
when he threw that cutout ball, I go, here we go. That cutout ball to Tuala.
Yeah, I
was like, here we go. He's on. The score's about to get ramped up here.
I think the problem for Newcastle is they're just not playing for 80 minutes at the moment. Like, they're playing well for 20 minutes and then They just clock
That's
off.
it. Yeah.
Like, again, that try from Wishart, like, that was just a couple of blokes just absolutely clocking off.
Bit of touch footy.
So
Yeah.
they can play 80 minutes and get back to that because that's what they were doing towards the end of last year.
Yep.
They didn't have too many periods where they just weren't concentrating. Like, they were normally playing for 80 minutes, which you need. So if you're not playing for 80 minutes, you
can't win
you're never
games.
going to, especially against the top defensive can't speak. Top defensive teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we spent far too long on that round 3 review.
So.
Let's pump through the round 4 tips. All right, because we're shooting early today, guys, so this won't be in depth this week just because we've got some stuff planned for the rest of the week.
So this is before team list, so we don't know.
It's pretty much going to be tips this week. There's not going to be much in depth because we don't know teams.
Yeah.
So what have we got?
Roosters Panthers.
Roosters Panthers on Thursday night. That is going to be a belter. And where are we? Allianz. Can I come back to that one? No, actually, no, fuck it. Panthers. I reckon they're going to win. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I'm going Panthers. Hoping. But if Teddy's on, dude. Yeah, I'm going Panthers. Fuck it. 1-4 Panthers.
I think I'm going to go Roosters.
Yeah, I wanted to. I'm going Panthers just.
I'll go Roosters if Fisher Harris is still out.
Okay.
I think he's a big
true.
loss.
I'm going Panthers just because.
Yeah. I think if Fisher Harris plays, I think Panthers will be too good. I think if he's out,
Roosters can win it.
Roosters can do it. Also, Walker, I think he got a HIA last year, so there's doubt around him. If he's out, then there's probably no chance either.
Yep.
So we'll see what who gets named. But yeah, I'll go Roosters for now.
I'm going Panthers. Rabbitohs Bulldogs Friday on 4:05 Easter Friday. What do they call it? Good Friday.
Good Friday. Yeah.
Fish Day.
Fish Day,
dude.
Yeah, I don't do that. I did do that. I did do that as a kid.
Mum's religious, so it's the one day of the year that I have to.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I like fish. I don't know why I'm saying I have to. I like fish.
No, I went through most of my childhood fish and no meat, and then it wasn't until recently. It was probably we're not that religious of a family.
Yeah,
but my dad was always. He grew up doing it, so he's just
it's sort of like a tradition.
Kept it going.
Yeah.
So we just pretty much did it for him, and then it was one Good Friday, we went up the coast and we just stopped in at Macca's on the way up.
That surprises me.
And I didn't want to get a fillet of fish. So, as I said, this was only recent. This is probably, 5 years ago or something. So I got myself a quarter pounder or something. And then from that day on, I was like, well, fucking damage is done now.
You've ruined it now, dude.
Ruined it for everyone. So, yeah.
Good Friday clash.
So now it's a Good Friday Macca's tradition. Switch it up.
Every Friday Macca's tradition for you, dude.
Every day.
Bulldogs Rabbits, dude. This one is going to be hard to pick.
I'm excited to watch this.
I'm fucking thrilled to watch this, dude.
I don't know why, because both teams are not great.
But one is greater than the other. Does that matter?
But which one will be greater? That's the...
Yeah. If the Bulldogs defended the way they did and Burton is on, Kickow is on, good luck to Dean Hawkins. That's all I'm going to say.
Is it fair to say most people are going to want the Bulldogs to win this game?
100%. I think the hate for their coach, the Rabbitohs coach at the moment, is just pressurising.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the Bulldogs.
It's always good just seeing a team that should be top 4
getting
underperforming
fucked.
It's just...
I'm going to go the
happy.
Bulldogs for now. I might change my tip before we release the post, but I'm going the Bulldogs right now.
They've got to win, South, surely.
We've been saying that for 3 weeks.
They've got to win.
I'm going the Bulldogs.
I'm going to go Souths.
Easy.
They can't lose again.
I might change depending on team lists because I heard there was a few injuries from the doggies side of town. If Kickow's out with that forearm, I'll be changing my tip.
I think there's a chance Addo could be back.
Yeah. I think he doesn't move the needle that much. For their team.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Kickow does. What Kickow did on the weekend, insurmountable. Anyways, I'm going Bulldogs. Will's going the Rabbits. Next game is Cowboys and Broncos. This game always goes off its head.
Is that Suncorp?
I'm going the Broncos. Reminder, we haven't got team list yet. I'm going the Broncos.
I think Cowboys. Again, there's a couple of. I think Kotick might be out. A couple of other players are in doubt, but
Yep.
I like the Cowboys and Broncos. If Reynolds is not back, they've got Payne Haas out. Reece Walsh is going to be out. I don't know where they score points from.
I'm going Broncos. Manly versus the Dragons. I'm going Manly.
Yep.
I saw enough to see Manly just stop. Titans v the Dolphins. I'm going the Dolphins by 402 points.
Yeah,
Asako for a hat trick, 42 points by himself.
Dolphins, I think, are going to be too strong here. There's just
massive.
Feeder might be back. Campbell might be back, but
Campbell is back. I did hear them talking about that on the
Feeder. He's a chance. I think he's touch and go.
I think
might still be a week away.
For the Seagulls or whoever their feeder team is.
Okay. I just haven't seen anything from the Titans.
No, and I don't think we will, man. Seriously.
I think eventually there will. I think
sure
Desi's too good of a coach to be letting that performance continue.
You'd hope not.
I don't know. That's awful.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
They have gone backwards a long way, which I think a lot of people were tipping them to do really well this year under Desi, but
I think most people were.
Hasn't happened yet. Newcastle against the Warriors.
I'm going the Warriors at home.
A Warriors game at a Sunday 4 o'clock on Channel 9. You don't see that much.
It's going to be cool, eh?
They don't like the Warriors, Channel 9.
Yeah, they don't. Bastards. I'm going the Warriors.
Yeah, I think so. It's in New Zealand. They're always tough to beat over there.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll give the Knights a chance, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sharks Raiders.
I might go to this.
Shark Park.
6:15 on a Sunday. VJ, what are you doing, baby? Let's go to the footy. I'm going the Raiders, man. I think they're going to grind us. I think we'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
But
if you play like you did, you'll lose by 50.
I think the Raiders will win like a 22-20. Win. Raiders will win a 22-20.
Yeah.
We don't really like playing on Sundays, dude.
Don't like playing on Saturday either.
Or Friday. Or Thursday, really. Do we like playing?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to get the Raiders.
I'll go Sharkies, I think. Just.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a close game.
I think Raiders just. It's going to be one of those just. I think they just got better middles. And I think being
at home, they're going to want to play a lot better. The
Raiders
Sharks
are our boogie team, dude. They're our little. They just do us.
And then the big one, Easter Monday. Parramatta Tigers.
I'm excited for this
one. One of the good traditions in the game.
Yep. I'm going the Eels only because of what I saw this week. Yeah. And I think
Sivo's back. I think Makatoa. I think he's back too.
So, yeah. And Storm got the bye. Spewing.
Yeah, I'm going Parramatta by plenty, I think.
I'm going Parramatta, but I hope the Tigers can look good.
As I said, I'm still not convinced on the Tigers. I think it was more like they played well, but I think Sharks made it easy for them.
Yeah.
I don't think Parramatta will do that. They always fire up for this game anyway. The Easter Monday game. It's at Bankwest or CommBank.
Yeah, CommBank.
Yeah, I think they'll be too good.
And we're just saying we're shooting this early, so we both could change our tips depending on team lists. So
So that's it for now?
That's it for now.
Let's move
on. Did you see... Yeah. Did you see... Have we spoke about the Bairstow thing?
We have not.
Did you see Johnny Bairstow?
I did.
Big Red. Guess what happened?
Oh, you're not telling me that he struggled to stay in his crease, is he?
He got run out in the IPL overnight. The IPL gets played at 4 a.m, so we're not fucking watching it. But our good friends at Fox Sports put up a highlight, and Bairstow's just backing up, as you do.
Yeah.
In the T20 game, you've got to be moving quick. But he backs up a bit too much. Nothing illegal. He's done it correctly. Batsman smashes it straight back to Ishant Sharma.
Yeah.
the 6'10" man, or whatever height he is, he's quite tall.
How's he still kicking around?
Gets his little salad fingers to it.
How old is he?
He's old.
He
looks
been
it too.
fucking.
He gets his
around
little
for years.
fingers to it and flicks off his fingers straight onto Bairstow's stumps, and Bairstow was nowhere to be seen.
He's only 35.
What the fuck? He looks like he's about a 50.
How the fuck is he 35?
Yeah, so...
Anderson's older than him.
Yeah, he is. What the fuck? So Ishant run out Bairstow, and Mitch Marsh told Bairstow he was out before the video review. So...
Well, Johnny, just stay in your crease,
Just
mate.
stay in your crease,
Stay
dude.
in your crease. He hasn't learned, has he?
Yeah, I don't think he ever will either.
Just likes having a wander.
100%.
Wander down the pitch.
Now, I have a question for you, Will.
Oh.
Some would say the question of the week.
I tell you what, we've just quickly before you get onto your questions, we've got a lot of feedback from the questions last week. A lot of people enjoyed it. I've heard,
And I'm not telling you what he said. I've received a lot of messages going, "What the fuck was cut out for that long bit?" And I'm like, "I'm not telling you, and you'll never know."
it'll come out one day.
Yeah, when I'm trying to make a cash grab off Will. Yeah, I'm not telling you. Let's just say it wasn't
Lots of positive feedback though. So
Yeah, they liked it.
the viewers enjoy that kind of content. So
Everyone's asking me who the fat prick is, and we might name him either. So
yeah. Well,
my question of the week for you, Will.
he's a big fella though.
I would say you're a batsman when it comes to the cricketing. You're a keeper batsman. More a keeper, starting to become a
I
batsman.
like to think of myself as a bowler.
Fuck, there's no chance in hell.
I always wanted to be a bowler. Wanted to be a fast bowler. Thought of myself a bit of a Brett Lee.
Oh, yep. Yeah, you look at when you're coming in too. Arms moving everywhere.
Had my wheat bix in the morning. Wanted to steam in.
So, in saying this, we're talking prime of their life.
Yeah.
You've got to face 4 overs in the nets.
Yep.
So, if you're a cricketer, you know the fast bowlers step over the line. They don't really give a fuck about the line. They're bowling at your head. They're just being cunts, really. If you're a quick bowler, piss off. Dale Steyn. Who would you rather face? Dale Steyn. Mitchell Johnson. Ashes. You got 4 overs of the nets. They are bowling whatever the fuck they want to you. Dale Steyn, I'm going to say when he would come out to Australia mid-2000s, or Stark Ashes. Johnson Ashes, 14?
2013, 14.
2013, 14 Ashes. What would you rather? Your 4 overs. 24 balls. What would you rather be in there against?
That's tough.
I'll tell you one. None. Boys, you need a drink? Boys, you need a sidearm, do you? Who would you rather?
Maybe I just won't answer the question. That's what we tend to do on this podcast.
Well, this one wasn't as vulgar and twisted as your one. Again, Marco, I'm not telling you.
Well, can I make them like me?
Dale Steyn naturally hates you because you're Australian, and that's how Dale Steyn operates, which is good. And in Johnson's eyes, you're David Warner.
Oh no.
So there's your...
Yeah, right. So they're both trying to kill me.
Both trying to kill you. It's just at the... Who do you think is going to be kinder in killing you? I'll tell you who I would go. I'd go Steyn.
Yeah, we're talking prime, aren't we?
Not by much, though. That 2013-14 Ashes just pushes Johnson. Fuck that noise.
Any other time,
I'm
choosing
noise.
Johnson.
Yeah.
But that particular Ashes series...
Fuck me dead.
He didn't bowl a bad ball. So
he didn't. And he was...
Because normally...
He made blokes retire.
If you've got 4 overs with Mitchell Johnson, you've probably got 12 balls that you actually have to maybe face. The rest of them are going to be wide.
Spraying,
Whereas he didn't do that in the Ashes.
He tried to kill. And he made 2 people retire. Like, they wanted to play their careers on. Let's make this well known. They didn't come out early.
Jonathan Trott gave depression to him.
Well, I would be fucking depressed too. Did you see some of the balls that were coming at him?
And then Graham Smith, he didn't even finish the tour. He retired after.
Well, that's the thing. He said, I'll finish the tour. And he said, fuck this dude, I'm out. See ya. Do you blame him? No, I don't.
Carberry never played again.
Carberry, one of the most unique blokes
I
in
liked
cricket.
him. I don't know why.
He had the unique helmet.
I liked his helmet.
The
It was
shiny
cool.
helmet.
Yeah.
And he was
And the broken bat.
And he was the first person to sort of have that unique bent back stance. Now it's very common.
Yeah.
Like old batters used to stand quite straight.
Yeah.
He was very.
No, he was the first.
He was cool.
He was the first Englishman that I was like, I don't mind this bloke. He's
I didn't mind.
all right.
Look, I didn't mind Cook.
Cook, no,
Alistair,
fuck
but
him.
because he was such a good fucking player against us, drove me nuts. That's my question of the week. Have you got a rant?
No, I don't. No. Oh, I've been quite tame this week. I've just
Nothing's upset you.
not yet. Not yet.
I've got a rant,
Ugh.
and it happened on Saturday. Giving shit to your mate's football team when your team hasn't won a game yet. Where do you stand on that?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Because I was getting given hell by many a Rabbitohs fan on Saturday night, and
Look, if you've got the footy on, you're watching your team's lose, and you've got to cop it.
I was copping it,
Yeah.
but I was also chirping back.
Yeah. Oh, you're
0-3
well within your
sort of
rights.
stuff, yeah.
You're well within your rights. But
And Josh White, he can get fucked, eh? Does he not know how to play French cricket?
yeah.
You were under siege.
Oh, I couldn't see the ball.
We couldn't see the ball one, and then Josh Bowen throwing at his neck. It's French cricket, mate. Under the shins.
I'll tell you what.
Fuck me.
Who was worse? Was Georgia
Yeah.
bowling fucking beamers.
She was steaming in too in that lovely white dress she was wearing.
Steaming in and then just at my head. Just
I know. Maybe we should get her in the nets, dude.
Two at the head. That's it. You're off.
Yeah, she did, eh? 2 no balls right in the dome. She was coming for you, dude. Maybe she's trying to tell you something.
Doesn't like me. Sorry, George. I don't know what I've done to you, but
fucking hell.
jeez.
Poor Will. Lisa Bryan's up him. Georgia Kelly's up him.
Yeah.
Will's under fire.
Whole family hates me. Oh, well.
God, he likes you. You know,
My family hate me too, so that's all right.
eels are going to stick together, dude. Slippery eel bastards.
Yeah.
Bet of the week.
Bet of the week, eh? Let's get onto it.
We both had a shitter last week.
Again.
I got kick out, and
You started off well.
that was it. But I forgot to post it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was fucking a bit busy setting up this shit. But
My bet of the week, Parramatta 13 plus,
we'll
$1.91.
we'll just predict what the team lineups are going to be, and then when it comes to the team list, you can I'll post the bet of the week, guys,
Yeah.
so you can see what.
Because I can't do any try scorers.
So
I haven't.
predict. Have a predict. Try and
But
predict
I'm
as
going to
best you
go
can.
Stevo to score.
Sevo anytime.
Gutho to score. He hasn't scored yet this season.
I know,
I think
it's
he's
been quite-
due for one.
Been quite odd.
He likes playing the Tigers.
He loves playing the Tigers. I'd even go him too, mate.
And someone else that likes playing the Tigers, Mitchy Moses. Scored last week. I think he gets across the line again too.
Maybe his groin blows. Nothing. Love you, Moses. Dickhead. He's probably my least favourite NRL player.
You don't like him?
I don't know, just the way he speaks to the boys. I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
the things I hear in the mic when they drop a ball compared to when he drops a ball.
He's got short man syndrome.
There's a bit of him and Reid Marnie. You can see why they didn't get along. Well, that's why he left.
Well, you hear it when you go to the games. He's just fucking
He-
screaming.
He's just, can't this,
Yeah.
can't that. You're fat. I'm like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on? My bet of the week's
He
just
loves the penalty.
Oh, dude. And he's a yapper.
Arms are in the air every
Dude.
tackle. Just
Gutho too. I'll say to Gutho, he's toned it down. Last year, he would do my head in, sprinting up to the ref.
yeah.
But now, I think he's sort of like, whatever. My bet of the week, I like yours.
Just before you get onto yours, just something that caught my eye. Actually,
Cool,
I
the
forgot to
eye
mention
catcher.
a bit of an eye catcher. The Parramatta game, Parramatta Manly. Towards the end of the game, there was a little bit of, I guess, as close as you get to Biff these days.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous to
A send off. Like,
be sin bin for just a little push to the face. Anyway,
and it was like a jersey punch that he missed.
yeah.
Like, come on.
Anyway, Gutho was on the ground, and then after there was 16 seconds left or something, and refs going to Gutho, make sure you calm your boys down. This can't happen again. He's like, what do you want me to do about it? I was on the ground. I couldn't stop that.
Yeah, I was the one that copped it.
And then he's just like, just blow time on, and then we'll just waste the next 14 seconds, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, sweet.
So I thought that was good value from Gutho.
Yeah,
but,
Gutho's good. He's well liked.
He's cheeky.
Well, I like him.
Yeah.
I think everyone but Parramatta fans like him. It's sort of a weird complex.
I think most Parramatta fans like him.
Has he got the fans back?
I think he has.
Because that really fucking infuriated me when all I would read is like, oh, we're gonna get Preston's son, we're gonna get Campbell, we're gonna get Campbell. Fuck Campbell. You've got Gutho.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a bit slow for a fullback, but apart from that,
he saved 400 tries for you cunts in 3 seasons. I don't care how slow he is.
Yeah,
he's the best try saver I've seen ever.
Yeah,
maybe ever.
No, I think the Para fans.
I hope so because
they like him.
I like Gutho. He's very likable.
Yeah,
he's a king.
I think it's actually the other fans personally that's my experience.
Here we go. I've got something for you. Is King Gutho, if he scores a try, going to do the Gutherino?
I hope so.
It's been put to bed.
He has.
Didn't he bring it out this time last year?
Yes, I think that was the last one he did.
You know, your bet of the week's looking good here. Gutho anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why he's put it away.
He's put it in the shed,
I think he did it one game when we were like up 14-0 and then we went back and lost. And then it was...
One of the boys...
And then the Titans bloke, he did it back to him.
Oh,
it was that game.
Philip Sami,
and I think that was the last time he did it and he hadn't done it since. So
you know what?
Sami scared him off,
That's one thing I hate about Australian culture. We just score and then we get on with our job. Why can't we be like the Yanks?
Nah.
Get a little celebration going, dude.
No, I don't like it.
How good is Try July? You're telling me you don't like Try July?
Yeah.
But
not all the time.
But I want it all the time.
No.
Get creative. I want grenades, bowling pool. Like, get into it.
I don't mind it if it's like a pre-organised thing.
Nah,
right? Like
every week, dude.
It's too much of a good thing, I think.
Who was it? Jack Williams and Hamlin-Ueli? When Hamlin-Ueli scored, they done the wrestling thing? How fucking good was that?
I love it. I love Try July. Don't get me wrong.
The best one ever was Brian Toto.
But I think if you had that every week, you'd be like, come on, boys.
No, dude. I'm all for it, eh? Remember when Brian Toto and Liam Martin did the Titanic thing? I love Brian Toto. He's a treasure.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anything else you want to talk about, mate?
I don't think so. Just be a good fucking person, dude.
Well, that's
There's a lot of
good.
shit blokes out there. A lot of shit blokes.
Looking at you, Virat.
Looking at you, Virat and co.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look after your mates too. It's that time of year. If your mates need to pick me up, look out for them. You know?
Very inspirational.
No, I'm just being serious, dude. You got to look out for your boys.
Yeah.
And girls. Girls too.
Look after everyone.
More boys.
Just look after people.
Yeah.
Be
nice.
People. Be nice to people.
It's that time of year when people start to get, their ambitions, their motivation's low. Bring them back up with you. Get them out. Invite them out. Get them for the footy. Get into it.
What's your plans for Easter? Got any going away anywhere?
I think we're going away to George's auntie. She probably didn't meet her, but she was here on the weekend. So we're going up there. So that's it for me. What about you?
Not a whole lot. Might go up on the boat.
Bit of Macca's, bit of fishing.
Yeah. Chuck a cheeseburger on the fishing line. So catch anything.
Guaranteed you'll get a fucking shark, dude.
Might get a hammerhead. Plenty of them up there.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Go swimming, dude.
Yeah, hammerheads, bull sharks.
Fuck that noise.
Yeah, they like it there.
Do you swim?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Not in the fucking sky, mate.
What if fucking old Bruce the shark comes...
Nah, he's all right.
He comes steaming and fucking ripping your knob off.
Nah, give him a patty. He'll be right.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, right. Mate.
Anyways, how's
the family?
That's it for me. Oh, yeah, he'll be bringing them. You got a little cut on your leg, you're done. You're done.
Nah, get on well with them.
Well, it looks like this podcast is going to be a solo podcast next week, guys. So I'll see you next week. No, you got anything else?
Nah. No rants this week. I'll save them up for next week. Have something big.
Yeah, we'll get like 1 or 2 in. We'll get out in the wilderness, see a bit of fuckwittery. We'll come back to you. Anyways, look after yourselves and look after your mates. Love yous.